All right, y'all, today is June 23rd, 2026. We're at Tamilia Thompson's home, claim number 0795440874. We do have an attempt to repair site labeled out here, shingle 1 through 11, that do surround the wind damaged shingle right here in the green brackets. We'll kind of do an overview of this claim. There is widespread wind damage and hail damage. We just have the wind damage marked right now. There's 6 wind damage shingles on the back. There's 10 on the front, 1 on this side of this dormer, 2 on this side of this dormer, and then there's 4 on this side. This side goes up underneath the front, so we got good hail collateral to the metals up here. You know, just spread out wind damage shingles right down here. Want to point out this too, a lot of these valleys are all woven at the bottom, so they're all connected. Front slope goes underneath the left slope. Again, you know, wind damage marked around this whole entire roof. So today we are here to do an attempt to repair. This is not to suffice for repairs. This is a simulation to see if the roof is repairable or not. Just on first glance, this shingle is already pretty sure it's a Celotex shingle. It has the way wider dragon's tooth right here, as you can see. That is not on a normal arc shingle. Pretty sure this is a discontinued shingle as well, but we will do an attempt to repair. Again, this is not to suffice for repairs. This is a simulation, just to see if the roof is repairable or not. So what we will do, we'll document this photo and video for you. So we'll go ahead and get started. Okay. So what we'll do first is we have everything labeled off. You can see all the surrounding shingles are still sealed down. So just been marked off. We'll take pre-photos of this. Alright. So we got pre-photos of this. We'll go ahead and flop this wind damaged shingle back down, get that wind driven debris off there. Now we have to unseal all the surrounding shingles. Alright, again, being very careful. Already got some butt chips going on this shingle, barely hitting it, and it's already coming apart right there. I'll take some photos of that. Again, unseal all the shingles that are going to be in the direct line of removing and replacing this shingle. I got to unseal this one as well. Sorry, excuse me. Got butt chips. Shingle 11 too. Being as careful as we can. Already damages occurring from simply unsealing the shingles. Coming from the other angle. So all those surrounding shingles have been unsealed. Now we're gonna look and see if there is any mat transfer. You hear all those tabs delaminating. Looks like we got some mat transfer right there. Alright, you can also see that these tabs are delaminated now. You can hear them pop up whenever we lifted up the shingles. So now all these are unsealed. It was not like that pre-loss condition as well. So we have delaminating, DL. So we got butt chip so far, mat transfer, and delamination. That takes off shingle 10 and 7. Bit of mat transfer right here. Alright, and these tabs now too are delaminated. So that takes off mat transfer and delaminating 11 and 8. So we already have 4 shingles that have occurred damage from just simply unsealing. Mat transfer right here. Alright, and then we got delaminating. So mat transfer and delaminating, that's shingle 6 and shingle 4. So by simply unsealing the shingles, and you watched us do all this on video, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damaged shingles. This is already a lot of damage. We have DL for delaminating, MT for mat transfer, and then the little butt chips, BC. So we already have 3 types of damage that have occurred from just simply unsealing the shingle right here. We're going to draw a control area right here. This will come into play once we remove and replace the shingle. We'll take photos of all this damage right here. And now we'll have to remove all the nails. Adjust my camera eye. Got all the nails out from underneath here. Oh, still sealed in. We'll have to take the nails out from above as well. see just the shingle right here below it is getting torn up right here from just touching the shingle. So it's literally falling apart. All right, we have those nails removed. Shingle is now out. So don't see any identifying markers here on the back of the shingle or anything there. So we will put that right there and we'll take photos. The shingle removed. All right, we do need to check. Make sure there's no felt paper damage. I don't see any kind of felt paper damage, so we're good to go there. So now we'll reinstall this shingle. Because again, we're not here to actually perform repairs, just to see if the roof is repairable or not. Pocket. So the nail is right there. All right, so we can't nail in the same spot. We do got to nail a little bit back. Again, the shingle's not lifted up high at all, not even 45 degrees. Oh, see, you have to be able to swing the hammer flat, okay? So you have to lift the shingle up to be able to hit the nail. If not, you're doing big chips like that. I mean, again, this shingle, is, gosh, dude, the other shingle just slid out from underneath me. Oh. All right, where's the other nail at? Right here. There's the one. All right, so the shingle has now been reinstalled, and now is where our control area comes into play. So again, got the control area, no shingles have been moved, manipulated, or anything from this area right here. Rub the shingle, no creases, no lines appear, just granulars come off. We're gonna do the same thing to the repair side. Again, you just watch this, rub the shingle, granulars came off, no creasing, no lines or anything like that appeared. Same thing. So every shingle that we moved has creases across it. Again, you can watch this do the same thing to here. No creases or lines appear. You clearly watch what happened here. The shingle wasn't lifted up past 45 degrees. So again, we have creasing right there as well. That butt chip. And all these now are delaminated. They're creased. Oh, and then we have butt chips, delamination, mat transfer, and C for creasing. So we have 4 different failures that are happening here. And it has damage. There's that shingle too. So that takes off 9. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 shingles damaged to remove and replace 1. So 7-to-1 ratio. This is a failed repair. As you can see here, it's clearly not a repairable roof. Has multiple aspects of damage happening to it from the repair. So again, we documented this with photos and videos. As you can see, this repair prescribed by Allstate does not indemnify the homeowner whatsoever. It does not bring them back to pre-loss condition. This actually puts them in a worse position prior. So now every shingle damaged on this roof, if it gets replaced, there'll be another 7 shingles that need to be replaced because of that. It's going to be an ongoing effect across the roof. There's wind damage on every slope. The slope that there is no wind damage, the front slope ties underneath that. So this would warrant a full roof replacement. We'll get everything turned in for y'all's review. We appreciate y'all taking the time to look at this. Thank you.